Welcome to this week's vlog. Just had a bit of a stop for some lunch and a cup of coffee. The reason why I'm here today is Winchester Hospital, unfortunately, has closed for visitors, and therefore, because of COVID, so I've not been able to visit my father today. So I thought, yeah, let's come down and initially let's see if I can get a bit more imagery of the fallow deer. But because I thought it was going to be a bit too early for the reds, but it looks as if the red deer are just starting to come onto the rutting grounds, as it were. I've seen what I thought was one quite big stag. I disturbed him whilst looking or following at dawn some fallow bucks, a white one, a leucistic fallow buck, which I was trying to look for in the winter actually, but I didn't manage to find, but I got him today. It was a really early start for me. I left the house about 4 o'clock in the morning, and when I got here, which was just gone 5, was walking across the heath, sort of circling around, having a look for any deer I could. Interestingly, I could see this one at that time in the morning. It was the blue owl going across, so I sort of moved in that direction and followed them through the woods and back onto this heath here. So I was really pleased to catch him, because, like I say, Denise managed to photograph them last year, but I didn't manage to get any filming, so we did that in the winter. So to catch them now, it's really pleased. The sort of morning light is really lovely, and as I was filming, it was just the sun was coming up above the trees, and it was getting a warmer and warmer colour, which is really fabulous. I moved positions and just saw them disappearing off in amongst these pine trees, and I was really quite amazed to see how dexterous they were to get underneath this fencing. You can imagine them, with these quite unwieldy antlers, that not the depth, not knowing how large they are, but it's the way in which they daintily maneuver them under the fence. I think that's just amazing. So notice the one on the right's only got the one antler. He's only got a left-hand antler, and I'm just thinking to myself, crikey, that must be really awkward. So he must have damaged it in some way, but you can imagine the weight just being on one side of his head all the time. Very awkward. and not ideal for rutting. Whilst I was setting up to do this face of camera, I'm looking across to the edge of the heath there, and suddenly realised there's a herd of red deer passing me. So it was a case of, crikey, quickly change over the cameras. I was in the wrong settings. I was in autofocus. I'm hoping I've managed to grab a little bit of footage, but yeah, we'll see what comes. So generally speaking, when I put the camera onto the tripod, I get it all balanced, so it's all stable, and I can pan and move very, very easily. Here it was just thrown on. They seemed pretty chilled. They sort of noticed I was there fairly early on, but yeah, just drank from the little stream, which interestingly about 2 weeks ago had no water in there at all. And then I think they were deciding to cross and go into an adjacent heath, but yeah, just decided to go back through the stream and continue on down this heath here. Well, I must admit, it was a really peaceful morning. It's quite nice to do that over a weekend, so you can get ready for the week to come. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, give it a like and subscribe. As always, look forward to you joining me in the next one.